So here's a very interesting dichotomy I have seen between Trafalgar D. Waterlaw and Don Quixote do Flamingo. Both of them are performers who perform in a theater. Law is a doctor, but more specifically, he is a surgeon. A surgeon performs in an operating theater. An operating theater is also known as an operating room, which is what Law generates in order to use his abilities. He literally calls this his room, right? Then we have Don Quixote do Flamingo. He is a puppeteer thanks to the abilities of the string fruit. And seeing as how he has sovereignty over the country of Dressrosa, and thanks to one of his subordinates in Sugar, he has turned some of the members of this country into toys. So, quite literally, the country of Dressrosa is his stage to puppeteer. It is his puppet theater, and all the denizens of the country are his puppets. And he makes this even more obvious through his ability called Parasite, in which his strings literally inject themselves into people and he can control them like a puppet. This is also very interesting when you consider that both of them primarily work with their hands, as Law's room is generated from his hand, and then most of his techniques are used via the use of his hands or his sword. Then when we go over to Don Quixote do Flamingo, he uses his hands for most of his abilities. So I thought this dichotomy between the two was very interesting. It's not something you really think about until you will think about it. And then as a caveat, it's very funny that the only surgical operation that Law doesn't seem to be able to perform is sewing stitches, which in turn is the main surgical procedure that Don Quixote do Flamingo performs on himself and works, I guess, presumably automatically while he's fighting, which is something quite interesting within itself. But with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. What?